There we go. Oh, the mic might be working. I think so. I think it's working. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another fun, great edition of Tuesday with Todd. I'm your host, Todd. Hey, how's it going? Hey. So tonight, we're going to do a little sublimation on some keychains. Now, these are the faux leather keychains from our good friends over at JP Plus. So that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to talk about the new StarCraft sublimation paper and ink that we're carrying. So we'll talk a little bit about that. So let me know, how are things in your neck of the woods? Is it amazing? Like here, it's still kind of nice, you know, for being October. I'm down with it. I can definitely handle this weather. It looks like we're going to dip into the 60s for highs in the next couple days. And hey, you know, I'll take it as long as I can get it. So how are things in your neck of the woods? Remember, when you get here, check in, say, what's up? Tell me how it's going. And if you have any questions, comments, and concerns, I'll be happy to answer those along the way. And I said a couple of big things. We got our StarCraft sublimation paper in. One of the things that I've noticed with some papers that we've got over time, you know, is it's difficult to tell, you know, which side is to print on and which side isn't to print on. StarCraft, I mean, it's pretty obvious. Don't print on the printed side, right? I mean, that just makes sense. So that's pretty sweet there. The inks coming out good. We've had great luck with everything. So I'm pretty proud of being able to offer it to you as well. And you know, we're gonna throw in a little discount for you because hey, you guys joined us here, so thank you for that. I do believe everything is working well. If it's not, let me know. You know, as long as you can hear me and see me and do all that stuff. Remember, if you're watching in some locations, mainly Facebook, there's a chance of two things happening. One, I'm not going to see your comments. Sorry. I try and bring all comments on. I try and talk to everybody. I try to keep everybody involved, but Facebook doesn't always play nice with StreamYard. So there's a couple things that you can do. The easiest thing to do is if you just head over to, excuse me, still battling a cold. It is not treating me well. And every once in a while I'll go into a nice little coughing fit, so I'm sure it'll happen tonight. So you can head over to fatdadlive.com or liveosg.com. You head over to either one of these locations, and guess what? Boom, you're going to be on our YouTube channels. Go ahead, like, subscribe, ring the bell, so that way when we go live, you'll be notified. This way, when you comment from YouTube, guess what? I get to see your comments. So, hey, that's always fun and exciting. So there. The other thing that you can do is if you want to stay in Facebook land and watch it through there, that's perfectly fine. But I do have another little link for you, oursuccess.group/Facebook. If you head there, that'll get you over to StreamYard, where you'll be able to give them permission to be able to post your content. So then we'll be able to see who you are. Otherwise, you're just going to come through as FU, Facebook user. So we try to prevent that, and that's how we prevent this here. So I think without further ado, we can talk about some things that we have going on before we get into this. For those that are, look. Darren, thanks for checking in. Renee, as always, greetings to you as well. And Linda is letting us know it's raining in Florida right now. Been in the upper 90s during the day. Woo, doggy. Pouring rain and in the upper 90s. That makes for a nice, humid, fun day, doesn't it? I'm sure it does. Jackie, hello. I will get back to you. I believe So here's the deal today. About 45 minutes ago, I could not get my computer to not do anything, so I had to restart it. So that was fun. So that took up a good 20 minutes of just getting everything back up and running. Not too scary at all. But but Jackie, as soon as this is done, I will double check that invoice for you. And Vicky, I believe you should have received everything. If not, shoot me a message because I know I have the tracking number. We had to file a claim because the one never showed up. So it's always fun when stuff doesn't show up on stupid things like a box of stakes for yard signs. So we took care of the UPS claim on that. Ship new ones out to you. Let me know if you have not received those yet, and I will get I will get that tracking number over to you guys. But I lost my complete train of thought there. I'm feeling kind of bushy too. I need to get this trimmed up. I got toes done. We're headed to Louisville. Is it Louisville? Are you a Louisville or Louisville? Louisville. I need some proper etiquette on that because we're headed there next week because we're going to go down and see the folks at StarCraft next week. I believe that is next week. Yeah, Corey heads to Gatlinburg this week. then we'll head to Louisville next week. So we're looking for some fun and exciting trip down there. And, hey, we're going to hope to learn more things. So this one, paper ink. I know they've been doing research on it, and testing on it for quite some time. I got in talks with them not too long ago about it, August or so. They said, it was coming. They're still running through testings on things, had some beta testers in it. And it worked. We've had great luck with it. And so now they just released it last Friday. So we have it on our site. You can find that over at, here comes the coughing fit that I know and love so well. I'm going to drop that in the comments for everybody there, but don't go buy it yet because I'm going to give you a code. I'm going to give you a code to save 10% off of it, but I will drop that in there. All right. So that's what I go. Louisville. Is it Louisville? Like this, Louisville, right? Louisville, not Louisville, not Louisville, Louisville. That's what I'm going with. Anything I should do fun and exciting while we're going to be there. We're going to be there a couple days. So if you're in that area, let me know. Hey, if you got a shop in the area, I'd love to come by and check it out and see what you're doing. And yeah, because otherwise it'd be Indianapolis. There's not a whole, it's like here to Indianapolis and then down. There's not a whole lot in between there. I would leave on Thursday, come back on Sunday. So Thursday, not so much, but maybe Sunday we can stop back by and see some people. There's some things going on. So if you're in that area, let me know. Yes, the steaks did come yesterday. Woohoo! Perfect. All right. So you go there. We're gonna give you a code for that later. The other thing that we have coming up is next Thursday, and that's why we're leaving after this, is over at I gotta pull up the link for it. Let me get the link for it. Copy this link here. We have teamed up with the good folks over at Inksoft, and they are providing a free training for us. So the good thing about this is it's for their graphics flow program. So if you haven't checked it out, I'm posting that comment there. Graphicsflow.com from Inksoft. It's really kind of sweet, It's definitely. I'm trying to think how the best way to build this. Graphics are a huge part of our business, right? And having some way to manage those graphics, having a way to work with your customers on them for approvals, it's a big thing. With Graphics Flow, they have a great system set up for it, and per their thing is a successful graphic strategy is fundamental to the success of any decorated apparel or personalization business. This class will focus on techniques necessary to successfully manage the graphic side of your business, and this class will showcase the groundbreaking Graphics Flow technology. Now, here's the great thing about this. Sign up for this. You want to know why? Because you're going to get a month of this free. And if you're an OSG member, you're going to get it even more free. I think it's definitely more than one, but I want to say it's 3 months that they're doing on that if you're an OSG member. So if you're a monthly member, guess what? You're going to get even banger information on that. So go ahead, sign up for it. It's going to be next Thursday, 4 p.m. Central Time. I believe that's right. 4 p.m. Central Time. Yeah, 3 to 4. Excuse me, 3 to 4 o'clock Central Standard Time is when that is. 3 to 4 o'clock Central Standard Time. The registration is now in the comments right there. But definitely check that out because you're going to get a month of it free for attending the webinar. So why not do it next week? The other thing is we do have our auto webinar there for 5 proven foundations every small business needs. I'm going to drop that in here. So there's some great content in here. There's a great special. If you stick around through that to join our success group afterwards. So, hey, 5 proven foundations every small business owner needs right there. Free webinar. Go there. Sign up for it. Auto webinar will start right up after it. What else do we got? We got through that. We've got these. Okay. So, this is going to be product number because there's a couple of them. I'm going to take a drink before we get too far into this. There's a couple different shapes and sizes on this one. And this one is double-sided. Boom. Check that bad boy out. Double-sided there. And I believe this one is the LKC7. But there's an LMC1 and LMC2 and LKC7, LKC8. For these, what JP Plus, and don't forget, when we order from JP Plus, I even think I have the the link in it here. When we order from JP Plus, which we'll put a direct link right there, and you use the code 9PHW2, you're going to save 10% off select items, this being included of them. So with this, they're saying 50 seconds. That's 50 at 385 degrees with extremely light pressure. It says press should be laying on top of the leather product, applying no pressure. One of the things that I have read about these is that you can definitely leave tape marks on it. So you have to be careful with that. You have to be careful with your tape marks rolling through there. So there's that seam edge. That's where I'm going to try and put the tape on there. So we'll show you that there. We're going to use our blowout paper, our tape. We'll put everything on there. We'll walk through it and do it to that. The inks that we're using, StarCraft. Ooh, right there, StarCraft. And the StarCraft paper. Now, currently, the only size that we have the paper in is 11 by 7. All right. There will be smaller at the 8.5 by 10. Is that right? That smaller one for it. And then there would also be the 13 by 19. So those are rolling out. But currently, they have rolled these out. So that's what they did it. As far as ink, you have a couple choices. There is the 4-pack of ink. So when you're first setting up, boom, it comes in a 4-pack. Nice box. There's, if I can do this right, look, there's almost there. It's like he's walking across the screen. Woo, so good. Let's get the unicorn. You get your 4 bottles. If you're using an Eco Tank, guess what? Eco Tank bottles, bloop, bloop. So it'll come in there. I have an Epson 15,000. Is that correct, Renee? Renee will correct me because, those are in short supply. And I found one, and it'll be to me by next Friday, I believe. It'll be to me by next Friday. So we won't even run any ink in that. We'll just drop in our StarCraft Sublimation ink and be set and ready to roll. Currently, for our Epson 7610 back here, we just had the empty cartridges, and we cracked open a set, and we just filled up those cartridges, which I am not going to miss that at all. I'm not going to miss filling cartridges. I'm not going to miss having the thing, in those first couple prints, not recognize the cartridge if I pull it out. So there's all things when you have the Epson with refillable cartridges. Those are things you just run into. It's probably going to happen. Usually in the first 5 prints there, it stops, and then it decides, hey, these aren't recognizable. These aren't the Epson stuff. You not have to worry about that with the Eco Tank. So I cannot wait to get that one in there. Vicky, great question. Would the spray work? I absolutely believe the spray would work on this. Just a quick little spritz. Boop, 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 boop. I think you'll be perfectly fine with using that on it. What is on the backside of the one-sided square and rectangle? I don't know, because I just ordered those ones in. I thought I ordered all of them. I didn't. I just ordered those ones. I totally screwed up on those. I'm not 100% sure what is on the back side of those ones. We are correct. It is the 15,000. So yes, the 15,000 will be here. Ooh, I just sent you an SOS email and came here to check out your Facebook page, and there you are live. Please peek at email when you're done. Now I'm enjoying your life. Well, as soon as this email is over, as soon as this broadcast is over, I will be glad to go check your email. Which reminds me, if you always, if there's something you want to have, the best place to contact us is through our website. Because emails, I try and set times up the day for them. I usually try and set it up at the beginning of the day, but not at the first thing in the day. I usually wait a couple hours and check it there, and then midday, and then at the end of the day, unless we're going back and forth on something. Through the website, you can do the request a quote option, and 2 things happen. 1, I get alerted when those come through, and 2, it'll also start the paper trail of it too. So sometimes things just get lost in emails. I was talking back and forth with somebody, and then they just ghosted me. And they didn't ghost me. It just went to spam. We'll run into that with Renee's, where every once in a while, hers will just end up in spam. Don't know why. They just do. So when you go through the website, you can do the request a quote option, and that'll get you, I'll ask you your information, put everything in there, and then it'll get in the system. So then I have a reminder every day where there's progress on jobs, where there's things at on it, what needs to go through, where it's at, yada, yada, yada. The best site for that, like I said, fatdadwholesale.com will get you into there. You can also head over to, is that one on here? That is not on here. It's not on here. That's okay. Fat Dad Custom Designs will get you there as well. So either one of those. Which, in fact, if you just, while you're here, you might just go check out our sublimation supplies, because we're gonna we're going to go ahead and throw that on here. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to make a banner real quick, because if we do this correctly and I can make it work, yeah, I can do this. I thought I had one set up and I didn't, so I apologize for that, but we'll get it taken care of. Here is, I was trying to, you do that when you type, do you speak at the same time about what it is? Because, you know, you're thinking out loud. I'm totally doing that right now and trying not to, and I cannot type without speaking out loud. I feel bad for myself right now. Kind of, not really. All right. So on Sublimation supplies, guess what? Use the code FATDAD10 and you're going to save 10%. So, boom, you'll save 10% off paper. Boom, you'll save 10% off ink. Use those codes, FATDAD10, save 10%. It's over at the website, FatDadCustomDesigns.com, FatDadWholesale.com. You can go to either one of those. And like I said, there is the link directly to it. We also have the link in here for JP Plus for these. So we'll be able to show that here real quick. And we're gonna, what was the other thing that we had in here? Oh, where the designs came from. So the designs that I'm using tonight, because we got a couple of them. Ta-da! Yeah, super fun and fancy. No, because it wasn't really what I wanted, and I was running short on time today, and I thought I had more in there, and I totally screwed it up. So I screwed the pooch on it, and I didn't get you the things that you needed, because I just ran out of time in this half hour of stuff here, because it's been a marathon print session lately. Like since last Thursday, it has been nonstop DTF transfers, which is great. I love it, but it does get in the way of running a business. You know, I try and work on the business instead of in the business, and sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. Now, for the design bundles that we're using, they were from the Keychain bundle, and so I thought, oh, what better bundle to use it now? What don't I like about it, about this bundle? The main thing is because most of those keychains are circle, and a lot of this stuff is clear, and people are, you know, doing vinyl and things like that. There's nothing for background, so they're all white. So that means I was going to have to go in and change the background stuff and move some stuff around. And I said, okay, let's just put it on here and see where we go. There we go. That's where I found you, Google. But you will see why I didn't go through there. Awesome. All right. Well, I cannot wait. This should be an interesting email, right? So with these, we've got a couple of them. We're going to give them a shot and see what it goes, because let's see the process, because it says place silicone finishing sheet on the press bed. No, blowout paper. Place transfer onto the white sublimatable surface, secure with heat tape on the outside edge of the product. Yep, we got that. Set the product with transfer on top of silicone paper on bed. No, we're using blowout paper. Place another sheet of silicone paper that transfer. No, we're using blowout paper. Lightly press. That says after 50 seconds, lift, press, remove paper and leather product. Size artwork. The templates on it leave a lot to be desired. I don't know if some other people have ran into that as well, where sometimes when you get templates from places, they're not the greatest templates. This one just had an outline of this, and it wasn't even that great of an outline of it. So it didn't have the bleed area, the safe area, all that. Sometimes you run into those where it has that. This one does not have it. So remember that going into it. I just download that, and then I create my own template from it and go from there. So we should be pretty well set. I think everything is set up over there. We're going to go ahead and switch the cameras, and I'm going to make sure that the mic, I did not do that beforehand. Mic is set good. Okay, so now we just got to move camera, and now we should be able to move camera over to this one. And look-see, right there is a camera, and right there, I'm going to try not to make a mess of everything else as we get over that way, because I'm going to need this, I'm going to need this, and we're going to need one more thing before we can get started, because I'm going to move the microphone right there. Mic check 1, 2. And tape. We need the tape, folks. The tape. All right. So with these, it told us, so we got our paper here, 50 seconds, 3 to 5, extremely light pressure. All right. Cool. Let's see what we got. So we've got that guy on here. We're going to cut one of these off. And with this one, since there were all the white backgrounds and it was kind of weird to, try and figure that. So I left the outline on it. So let me see. I need to maybe move right there. Move you right about there. There, you'll be able to see. Okay. So this will at least give me a general idea where it is, because it might be too big, too small. Kind of see where it is from there. And then we're going to tape the edge. Just the edge, because that's what it told us to do. So I'm going to push my finger right there. But I do believe Vicky has a good point, and you could probably just use the spray on this, and then you'd be fine on it. So we're going to see what we got here. Another piece of tape, and we're going to be getting that on there. All right, so we've got that. I'll fold that over. Okay. There it is. And we know that it's the StarCraft because it says StarCraft on it. Amazing, right? Now, cover it with another sheet. And we're pressing with extremely light pressure, 50 seconds. That's a 5-0 with a temperature of 385. Now, the printer that we used was an Epson 7610 with refillable cartridges that we refilled with our StarCraft Sublimation ink. The paper that we printed on was our StarCraft 11x17 Sublimation paper. Both those products are available through our website, fatdadcustomdesigns.com. And if you use the code FATDAD10, you'll save 10% off of those. We're going to see how this turns out. I've heard great things about it, but this is the first one I'm pressing. Usually, sometimes I like to maybe get something out there beforehand, but hey, when I don't when I don't have the time, you guys get to learn the same way I do. So here we go. We'll pull this out of here. We'll pull this off the top. And now we'll be able to grab from there and pull it. And damn, I'm kind of digging that. I'm kind of digging that. Can you guys see that? Yeah, look. See? Not too shabby. Man, that came out pretty slick. I was worried about the, what's that called? The stitching. So I started on this side first because, as you know, with stitching, you have kind of that flatter side of it, and then you kind of have that back side, but everything looked good. Everything took really well on that. I like that. Maybe I'll have to, let's see if we can, I need to get an autofocus camera. That's what I need to do. There it is. It looks like, oh, that's what I'm missing. I had a monitor set up so I could see questions, comments, and concerns, but I don't have that set up tonight. That's what I was missing. I knew something was missing. So I'm going to try and show this over on the other screen because it might be a little easier to see over there. And then I can check and see if anybody has any questions, comments, or concerns. And here we go. There it is. Let me get the banner off of here too. We'll get the banner. Banner. Not Bruce Banner. We'll get banner off there. Okay. Where are we at comment-wise? Super cute images. Yes, those are pretty sweet. And for the cost of it, so there it is. This one I can zoom in a little better. There it is. So, black's on it, super rich. We have the tan there. Everything, I think, looks pretty good with that. So I can see why people like these so well. And it's got like that matte finish because it's that faux leather. That makes sense. So let's see. What do we have? Super cute. Okay, can you fold in half vertically and horizontally to get the midpoint or that screw up thing? You could. But really, if you just create the outline for it, you'll set it there. Renee, when you start sublimating, you'll get into it. You'll realize that, yep, this is how it is. So, yes, a lot of times what you can do is create points. So, I'm showing this on the ground like you're going to see it. But points. So on the outside of your transfer, you might create, your hash marks of where it is, where to line up here to here to here to here. It's one of those things where a lot of times you've got the template, and then you've got like that 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch, whatever it is, depending on the product that you're doing that's around there. So then you're just making sure that everything's equal around all sides, and then you're good to go with that. I am the best mom ever. I will be Mr. Mom this weekend. So prepare for another episode of that, because Corey is deciding to take a girls' trip down to Gatlinburg. Maybe she will get eaten by a bear. Maybe she won't. I don't know. She's going to forge a knife. I mean, how cool is that? She's probably going to come back and stab me with it, but okay. But this weekend, I'll be Mr. Momming it up. I've got 2 basketball orientations to attend and a cheer camp. So I think we're going to be really, really, really fun and exciting weekend. So you should stay tuned. Vicky's got a great idea. You can add a small dot above the print edge to help center. Yeah. So on that print part, I can make the mark on it to show it there. But there it is. I kind of like that. All right. We've got a couple more to do. We're going to see it is Tony Danza. That's right. Tony Danza. If anybody missed it, one of my kids, you'd ask him who the boss was. It's Tony Danza. I mean, it's just the way it should roll, right? I love that. All right, let's get back over there and let's press another one and see what we got. We're gonna go with, there's one over there that's full color, and I think we'll be able to switch over that, and then we're gonna try one double-sided. Because you say double-sided, but I don't see anywhere in the notes on what I should do. If I should do them both at the same time or one on each. So we're going to do both at the same time, or probably one at each. One at each is what we're going to do, because I think that is just going to work. All right. Transfer tape out. New design in. Ta-da, ta-da. So there's new design in. New transfer in. And see, you can kind of see, maybe you can see, maybe if I bring this up a little, and I bring it down here, and then I move this to the edge, then maybe you can see a little better. Where I'm just lining it up and making it even throughout there, so that way I can see where everything is. Yeah, you can kind of sort of see that. So 2 pieces of tape, and we're going to tape it on here. We're going to see what we get, because I'm just going to put it right on the edge of that line and hold that there. And hold this one right along that line too. All right, so got our blowout paper, bottom, fold that, fold that, fold that, fold that. We're going to press that down, and we're going to do that one next. So I think everything was great with it. Pressure was fine. Timing was fine. They were spot on with this at the 385, 50 seconds. With very light pressure. Like I said, if you missed it before, StarCraft ink and paper is what we used in our 7610. Super simple, super easy to use there. I get asked sometimes about our transfer tape because it's clear. JP Plus, I believe, is where that came from. I will double check to make sure, but I'm almost positive JP Plus is where we get the clear heat tape from. Now, the great thing that I like about these is that it also comes with that ring too. Not always the greatest about putting this on there, but it does come with the ring to make it for the keychain as well. Here we go. All right, pop this one up. This one was full color, looking good there. We're just going to grab that and fill it off. And what the hell did I do there? I did something in the artwork. Ha! So I totally see what I did here, because I'm like, what the hell's going on? Everything's there, because I'm like, well, that says best mom ever, but that's not what it should have said. So when I copied over the whatchamacallit, that thingamajigger, I copied it wrong. So I've got another one, and we're just gonna do the other side of that one. Why we have it here? Why not, right? Because I have what that one's supposed to be. And this is what happens. You make mistakes. I'm not really sure what happened, to be honest with you, besides me not pulling over the image in the transfer that I'm used to. I screwed it up. Whatever. Things happen. So, look, there. Now we're right. Now we're kind of playing with fire. And let's see what we do now. So, same thing. We're just going to line this up again and do this all over. Because we'll be able to see how that tape affects that side of it. I'm like, what is going on? And I could tell as soon as I looked at it a little bit better, I saw the leopard print. I'm like, that was from the other design. So then I'm like, wait a minute, did I put something on it? Did I look at it? And then I looked at the transfer and realized, oh, that's not good. That's the print from the other side. when I pulled the sample for the next one, I just grabbed it. So let's see what happens this time around. So we got 40 seconds here, or 50 seconds. If I'm getting any questions, what happened to doing 2 sides at once? We're going to do that one next. Don't worry about that. You got me. Just branching sublimation. Can Vicky share the sprayer to use in place to get tape? Yes. So tape, I can do that. Tape from JP Plus. Like I said, I'm pretty sure you can use the code on it too. The 9HPW2 to save 10%. Clear spray. I use Elmer's. I've got some because it's just the spray tack. Let me see if I got some real quick. Yeah. I'll bring it on the other screen. I'll show you what I'm using. Because you just want to spritz it. You don't want to do it a whole lot. All right. So here we go with the full color one. Pull it off there. Oh, look. Much better. Much better when it's like that. So there it is. That'll be for Corey because she is kind of country and she is kind of hood. So what better for one for her? And she was the best mom ever, which you can come out and read it all. But hey, she'll love it. She'll love it. She'll love it. She'll love it. So I'm going to bring this one back over here. I'll show it to you. And then we'll try double at the same time because then I can show off the adhesive that we use. Move this over here and go to that one. There it is. So, there's that one. I mean, that design, yeah. It totally makes sense, but that one works too. Kind of hood, kind of country, perfectly for her. So I do like it. I do, and we'll do that in the next one left. So next one up, that's what we're gonna do next. Yes. So the spray. This is the spray that I use. This is spray adhesive. You just want to just a little spritz. Little juice. You don't want to pack it. You just want enough on there to stay. There's different types that people have used. You just want something that's gonna just tack it on there. Yep. Well, I totally forgot to hide the original when I brought it in there. Things happen, right? And I only did it on one because I printed out 2 sets of everything. So, yep. I thought I brought it down, so this one was gonna be around too. It's not. I'm not sure what happened. I put each design on differently. I don't hide them as I print them. That way they are all in the same place with the template. Yeah. And typically I do that when we're doing a bunch of stuff where I just line it up and I can go ahead and do it. When we're doing stuff with name drops, then I have it just set in there where I can type everything in there. Another great feature of the Wizard. So, being able to do name drops and things like that. Awesome. All right. Awesome as well. All right. So I'm going to take another drink because I deserve it. And it's just water. But hey, maybe later, right? Okay. We'll go back over here. Let me get this off the screen. We're going to go over here and we're going to try both at the same time and see what happens. So let's see. Oh yeah. How is that going to happen? Because we've got a fold. No, I got to keep that one bigger and that one should hold it down. Okay. Yeah. We're going to try. We're going to try because since double slide is always fun. Did you see me thinking there? You could really see the wheel spinning. I know I could see the wheel spinning there too. Because what we need to do when we do one on both sides is we need to, there's that. Oh, we're just going to use this one. One of the things is we'll have a big sheet, right? So a big sheet on the bottom, but then you want to cut your other one as close to your template or whatever you can. Yeah, you actually want to cut right on that line. And I'm using left-handed scissors, so this is amazing. Left-handed scissors, left-handed people. Everything's right in the world when you have left-handed scissors. It definitely. It took me a little bit to get used to them because for 40 years I'd only cut with right-handed scissors, so my mind wouldn't let me wrap around how to use them, and it was very frustrating. But then once it clicked that day, my life has changed for the good. For amazing things, it's the simple things in life when you're, this like scissors. So we're gonna put that on there before we lay the stuff on it. I'm gonna put some tape on the second transfer, and then we're gonna give it a go. We're gonna see what happens, right? We're gonna give it a go, and we're gonna see what happens because we're gonna line this one up, and right here, we're gonna line it up right about there. Yeah, right about there looks good, I would say. And then this one, we're going to line up with that one and tape to that. So we were able to use that outline to see where everything lined up with this, and then we were good to go with it. All right, so we're going to try this again, double-sided. Let's see what happens. Let's see. You know, all I can do is not work, right? And if it doesn't work, we just flip it over, pull the one off, and if it's not there, you know, hey, we might be able to line it up. Probably not. So it just might be is what it is. But this is why we do this. Let's see how this works. The feel on these things is amazing, though. I will give it that. I really love the feel on it. Remember, time and temp on this is 385 for 50 seconds. Extremely light pressure. As far as other supplies that we're using, paper and ink are both supplied to us from our good friends over at StarCraft, which if you go to our website and enter in the code FATDAD10, you will save 10% off of the Sublimation ink and paper. Here we go. We got a little 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go. Here we go. The big reveal. Let's see what happens. All right. So we know the top should be good. Top, good. Bottom, nothing. Okay. So there's the top. The top looked good, man. Top looks good. Top looks good. Bottom, nothing. So this is, I mean, well, it started to. You can see where it started to. So this is going to be a 2 presser. So think about that when it comes to your pricing, right? Because this is not a single press, right? You now have twice the labor involved. So think about that when you're doing things. So we're going to line that back up here. We're going to use our 2 pieces of tape. We're going to press it again and see what happens. But yeah, that is definitely something to consider when doing these, because you know you're using twice the materials. You've got 2 transfers. You're doing twice the time, so you've got twice the investment into it. Are you going to charge twice as much for it? Got to think about that, because that cost needs to be accounted for. So here we go. Do it again, but everything seems spot on with it. Time, temperature, pressure. For doing our first one to this, super excited, because it could have been a mess of things, but it's not. So hey, we lucked out good. But this is why you test things, folks. You got to test them to see how they work, see what works, to make sure everything works. Am I missing anything? Yeah, Todd and error. It's all good. It is all good. I mean, what are you gonna do? You just screw things up, right? That's the whole point of this. Is you're not going to nail stuff the first time. And if you do, great. But chances are you're not. But don't take it as like, I failed. No, what did you do? Okay, don't do it again. That's all. You know, let's figure out what the issue was. Make notes, make changes so you don't do it again. Everything's a learning process. And sublimation is such a learning process with it. I know so many people think, oh, I just need to buy a printer and I just need to put the ink in it and I'll be able to start printing. That's not true, homie. There it is. To teach is to love. A+ teacher. So this will go to one of the kids' teachers. We'll see which one I like better. We'll find out at conferences which teacher I like better. All right. Let me grab the mic and let me get back over here. And will anybody have any questions, comments, concerns on these and how they work, react, whatever? There it is. Hello. I am super far back. I wondered if a green pad would work. I don't believe so. Reason being is because if you heat it from the bottom, it might, but it's still trying to get the heat through there. So you're going to up your time. You're going to probably have to up your pressure too. But with it calling for light pressure, yeah, I don't know. I think it's just better off to do them both one at a time. Oh, there's that one for it. Did we get the other one? Oh, yeah. The other mess up was here. There's that one. Ta-da. There's that great mess up. But I mean, hey, it works. So I think that is what I would do with it. We just do them both at the same time. Great for photos. Great for, any of those. Those keepsake things that you can do on this. Just remember what your frame is that you're using for it. But excuse me. Now, these came from JP Plus. I'll throw that back in the comments for you too, so you can find that information. jpplus.com. There is the link to all of the and all the places that'll let me post a link. If it's not, sorry, you should just be watching on the YouTube links, which are either fatdadlive.com or liveosg.com. Go to either one of those. You're on YouTube. We'll be able to see you. Hey, ho, ho. Everything will be magical there. While you're there, don't forget that you are able to save 10% using the code 9PHW2. I can put that up there. Use the code 9PHW2 to save 10% off select items over at JP Plus. That should include the clear tape as well. We already have the designs came from. Those came from design bundles. You can check that out there. And the big thing tonight was, hey, our StarCraft sublimation paper and ink. Oh, I tried to do it right there. If you head over to our website, you'll be able to save 10% off that stuff using fatdad10.com over there. All right, what else do we have for comments? Because if not, we just might wrap it up and see what everybody has here. Upcoming next week, we're gonna mess with the wood guys here. I've got a couple different projects in the works that we're working on right now. I've got some wood burning gel. All right, so I've got that we're playing with. We've got the glitter ornaments that we're doing. We've got these rounds that we're looking at doing, and we've got some acrylic rounds, a couple different ones of those. So there's a couple different things that we're working on right there. Let's see. It would work to do more than one at a time. Would cut costs. Absolutely. Set it up like a production. You're going to do, how many of these can you fit on your press? You can fit a bunch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20, 30 easily, depending on the size of your press. You should be able to rock them out and bang them out. And that's the one great thing. Well, not the one great thing, but one of the great things about sublimation is depending on your item. Ornaments are a great example. You can bang out a bunch of them at a time. As we go into this season, you're gonna sell ornaments. If you're in sublimation, you should be selling ornaments because they're amazing sellers for it. But being able to bang them out quick and fast, that's amazing. One of the things, like I said, on these wood rounds, somebody asked, hey, does DTF stick to these? I will tell you that does. And I'll tell you why this makes sense. If you're someone who makes ornaments like this, and let's say it's you're doing it for an event or local, like ours, Merry Christmas from the Quad Cities, okay? You can get transfers and you can press that. If there's a lot of something you're doing, if there's a sports team, if there's things like that, you're going to be able to do that. You're going to be able to get on the small, because these will go anywhere from 3 to 5 inches. I've seen. You'll be able to order up the transfers and press that, and that is on there. I've been jacking with it for about a week now, and I cannot get it to. I'm giving it way more abuse than what it would be on a tree, and it is holding up quite nicely. So we're going to show you how to do that and how you can make money with that, because that's an amazing thing there. It's ornaments, so we've got those. What other sublimation products do you want to see? Because, hey, now that we're carrying the paper and the ink, I feel I need to go back to that, but we've got a lot of stuff lined up in here. We're still contemplating what to do for 14 Days of Todd next month. If I should just release a video every day. I'm shooting. That's my goal. Is I'm going to lay out the list, and I think that's when some of these projects might come up. The wood burning glue, the clear globe ornaments with glitter, the acrylic stuff. I'm trying to find 14 projects that can be done fairly inexpensively, that can provide big return on that backside, because, hey, that's what we're all about. I know there's a lot of new people in this that aren't sure what to use and where to use it. And so we're going to find some Dollar Tree stuff and say, hey, here's what we can do with this and how we can make some good profit with it, because this is the season to make some profit. So there's a lot of stuff that people have seen in the past, and so they might be like, whatever. But remember, at one time you were in that spot where you didn't know either. So, that's what we're going to try and do, is help expand that knowledge of everybody, because, man, that's just what we like to do here, right? All right. On that note, next week, like I said, ornaments, we're definitely going to start on those, because somebody asked me about that, the DTF on wood things. So I wanted to be able to show those off for sure. Laser might be up and working next week. Ooh, that's scary, right? It is out. It has been tested. It needs some dialing in, but I think that will be up and running, ready to roll. All right. On that, we're going to get out of here. I've got an important email to get to, so we're going to go and check that out. You guys can always find us. Well, let me drop that banner here, or what do I got to do? I got to drop that off there, and we find a banner. Like I said, you can find all of our information over on our Linktree. You can find everything that we do wherever we're at on it, and our Linktree. Just linktre.ee/fatdadcd. Head over there. You'll find all of our information. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to check out our Facebook group, which is osgbusinessbasics.com. Because if you did not know this, we're sitting at about 37. We're sitting at about 3,700 members. Yeah. When we get to 500 members, we're going to give away a Stahls A to Z heat press. So invite your friends. Come see us. Come check us out. Let's see what we're all about. All right. You guys have a great night. Stay creative. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Stay creative. Keep it going. Don't let anybody get you down. You can do this. There's no reason that you can't. I believe in you, and we're here to support you for that. So without further ado, get creative. Get doing something fun and amazing. You guys have a great night. We will see you.